Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. Some people are asking about the prayers. How can they do the prayers in congregation in house? Because we have a lockdown and most of the mosques they have cancelled the Taraweeh prayer. So today we're gonna talk about the congregation prayer and how can we perform the congregation prayer in house and what is the position of females in this congregational prayer. So welcome to our episode in Ramadan questions and answers. First of all, we want to say that the prayer of Al-Taraweeh, especially, we're going to talk about Al-Taraweeh. The prayer of Al-Taraweeh, it could be performed in individually, and it could be by group of females or group of males or group of females and males together. So when we want to perform the prayer of Al-Taraweeh in the house, let's say the different types of scenarios that we have. First of all, let's say that the one who will lead the prayer is the father of the family. So the family member is consisted of the father and his son. They want to pray together. So if the father he wants to pray the Taraweeh prayer in congregation with his son, the son should be on his right side, exactly beside him. Okay, and some scholars they say that, and most of the scholars they say that he has to be little bit set back from the front of the prayer imam, which is the father here. Okay, and if he has two sons, they want to pray with him, that means he needs to put them both behind him. Both of his sons, they have to be both behind him. The third scenario is that we want to have we have the father himself, he wants to pray, and his daughter, one of his daughters. He has one daughter who wants to pray with him. So that daughter should be behind him. It's not like the son. The son should stand here on the right side of the imam, which is the father. In this case, or in this scenario, where he has one daughter who wants to pray with him, she has to be behind him, alone. And if you have two daughters, both of them, they have to be behind him, okay? So the fourth scenario, we have two sons and we have two daughters, for example. So both sons, they have to be behind him, and behind the both sons, we have the two daughters to pray behind them. So first the imam, behind him two sons, behind the two sons we have the two daughters. If he has one daughter, two daughters praying with him, in this scenario also we have the father who's praying, who's leading the prayer, and we have the two daughters behind him. Okay, now if we don't have a space in the house to have this 3 rows for the imam, 1 row, the second row for the sons, the third row for the females, for the daughters. So in this case he can put on both sides his son, one of the sons on the right side and the second son on the left side, and the daughters behind him in the case of not having sufficient space to have 3 rows for the prayer. So these are the scenarios that we have, and in this case you can pray together. All the family members, they can pray Taraweeh together in the house. However, we said that the females, they can pray alone, and the males, they can pray alone, and it could be in individuals, and it could be in congregations, on groups of females, groups of males, no problem with that. They can do all these cases. This is the end of our episode for today, and if you have any question, please don't hesitate to put it in the comments, and I will try to answer these questions as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching.